when we had an antenna, and that's how we got our reception. The antenna was outside, usually up on top of our roof, right? So remember those scenes of New York City with all the antennas, right? Not very good to look at. Well, we have an antenna that's going to enable you to get all the channels that you used to get, and I'm talking ABC, CBS, NBC, PBS, Univision, all those public access channels you can get absolutely free. The problem is that your cable box doesn't allow you to get a lot of those channels. If you're streaming, it's tough to get those channels too, right? And then you have to pay for them, all right? Because you got to pay for the whole package. With this, you pay $19.99. You plug the cable into the back of any TV, right? Little coaxial cable. They give you 10 feet of cord, and then this is your antenna. And this antenna is going to allow you to get all those different stations absolutely free. No cable box required. Now, if you have a cable box, but maybe you've got an extra TV in the back room, maybe you have a TV down in your basement, got a finished basement, and you don't want to spend another bunch of money on that, you can get all those stations, which carry all the big games, all the big golf tournaments. You can get all that for $19.95. There are no fees involved with this. Once you install it, you're good to go. It has over 100-mile range, which is plenty. It's probably more than you need, because most of you, that reception is going to be 10 to 20 miles away, all right? Unless you live 50 miles from a town, out in the woods somewhere, but then you'll still have the ability to get those channels. Here's what I love about it. With our 30-day money-back guarantee, try this. All right, because you may live in a place where you only get half the channels, which is still worth $20, but it gives you the opportunity to try it. It's fantastic. I'm getting all these wonderful channels. I want it. Lowest price antenna we've ever had here, because we've carried antennas before, $50, $60, $70, $80. This is $19.99, and you get all the free TV. Bill Duggan, my electronics expert extraordinaire, is here. Bill, this thing is fabulous. First of all, paper thin. You don't even know where to notice it. With the extra long cable, you can position it anywhere to get the best reception, and you're going to get amazing channels without spending a penny.
That's just it, and at an amazing price. It's one thing to get something home and want to try it, and it's shipping for free, which is great. So get it home, connect it to your television, and then what you're gonna do is you plug it in, just the coaxial cable in the back, and do a scan on your TV. Scan the channels that it's gonna pick up. Remember, this is nice and razor thin, so it doesn't take up a lot of room. You have the white side or the black side, so you can pick which decor you want it to, match and blend into your environment, which is great. But then that 120 miles of range means it has that capacity to reach further out there to grab more channels. So you do the scan on your TV, and I'll be honest with you, Guy, the first time I connected to this, I got about 7 free channels. And I was like, oh, 7, that's still 7 free channels, I'll take it. But you reposition it, you get a little closer to a window, you find that sweet spot, 30 free channels. It kept going up and up and up. And the cool part about it, it is the channels that we like. Trust me, I love streaming, love my Netflix, love my Apple TV. Right. Doesn't give me the local weather, doesn't give me traffic. No. What I can get for free over the antenna.
I'm watching the big golf tournament, which was on cable yesterday. Today it's on regular TV. All the big games, all the big tennis tournaments, golf tournaments, football, baseball, they're on those regular channels that we used to get when we were kids, because that's all we had. But if you've got a TV and you want to instantly get free TV, this is the way to do it. There's no subscription, there's no monthly fees. The last time I had one of these, I think it was $49 or $59. It's 30-mile range.
And that's just it.
This is 4 times the range.
It's normally $1 a mile is what we like to say. This is certified independently, by the way, for 120 miles of range. And I'll be honest with you, your topography, wherever you're at, maybe you're in a valley, you might not get a full 120. Maybe you have a concrete building, with really thick walls, you might not get 120 miles, but you'll get free access to those channels. There's a reason why those channels are out there for free. The federal government mandates that they actually provide a free signal for people who can't afford cable, people who don't have cable, or, Guy, what if the cable goes out? I mean, that's a problem. Actually, it's another interesting. What if the Wi-Fi goes down?
Yeah.
You can't stream. So if you're a streaming household with no cable and all you're doing is, Netflix and Hulu and all that, no Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi's out, you're stuck.
You can't pick up all those channels anymore. It's a great backup just in case, like
20 bucks.
Because my cable goes out all the time. It was out a week ago, and it was out for 3 hours.
And I like how you talked about, I have a cable box in my bedroom. Every night I go to bed, I turn on the TV, I'm paying for that cable box, and I'm watching, reruns of the Golden Girls or reruns of this time and time again. I put the antenna in there. I'm going to bed watching Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, all the Jimmys, because
Tonight Show,
it's out there for free. Because it's NBC, CBS, Fox. You have to realize, They have those free channels out there, and someone actually asked me, it's like, would this work? Because we like CNBC in my household. And I was like, CNBC is actually a cable network, so those aren't on the antenna, unless you live near the broadcast channel. But all those local ones, your PBS, your Fox, and you know, it's cute, my mom, we finally got her to cut the cord, because she's spending more time at my sister's house and all this. Yet she streams, she watches her HGTV and HSN, but she has that 2 o'clock talk show that she loves to watch, that local broadcaster. She can get that now.
And most people are streaming on their computer and with Wi-Fi and the internet. So, I mean, honestly, it's such a great thing. I bought one, it might have been from you. It was either, I don't know if it was either you, I can't remember. But I bought one and I put it in my workout room, because I had an old TV in there, and I was like, I don't want to pay cable for that. I'm only in there an hour.
And you want the background noise.
3 or 4 days a week. I don't need it. And yet I still want to be able to watch the game. I want to be able to watch the news, and you can do all that with this. Listen, we're already getting busy. We've never had an antenna at this price. This one also comes with an amplifier, which helps kick it up. But I will tell you this, because mine came with an amplifier too. Sometimes you don't need the amplifier. Right? It really depends on where you live, what your spatial situation is, and what your environment is like. I found that without the amplifier, I was actually even getting better reception. But we give it to you just so you can amplify it if you need to. You get all that for a $20 bill today. I'm telling you, it's one of the greatest things. It's like old school comes back, but in a much better package. Because in the old days, I mean, I remember my dad getting on a ladder and messing around with the outdoor antenna. And we, just to get good reception. We've come a long way since then, because we have coaxial cables, it's all direct. It's a whole different world than how it used to be. I remember you used to have to actually take these little things and clip them onto the back of the TV that connected to your antenna. You don't do that anymore. There's one cable. Plug it into that port in the back of your TV, and then plug your TV in. That's all you need to do. I got like 40 or 50 channels in my workout room, and I live in a block house. I was shocked how many channels I got.
And that's just it. Get at home and see how many free channels you can get and have access to. And that's all of a sudden, it was like, this is working for me. Or maybe it is that backup television. Maybe it's at the cabin. I know you like to go up to Vermont and every once in a while. Are you going to pay for cable when you're only there for 2 weekends out of the year, where you can get free signal? So see the way it's designed. They're proud of the way it's designed. It's that paper-thin design. You have that white side and the black side. We even give you wall mounting brackets. Guy, you mentioned the amplifier. I dropped it. So you can plug this in to help amplify your signal. One thing you have to realize, high definition quality, up to 4K quality, which is cool, because even a lot of cable providers, they have to compress the signal. This is not compressed. So you add this to the end of your coaxial cable, you plug it into the TV, because you can just plug it into your USB port, or you've even included that brick to give you a better amount of range. And that's where you'll do the scan, and you'll be actually very surprised. And I'll be honest with you, Guy, I got my ABCs and NBCs, and then I got, some PBS channels. Then I got some foreign language channels, which I don't speak the foreign language, but they're out there for free. So what's great is, I got Mandarin, I got Hispanic channels, Latin channels.
I watch El Boxeo, which is Spanish boxing. Yeah.
Actually, you brought up sports earlier. A friend of mine, huge sports fan, does not have cable. So he's always streaming. He's watching it on the NFL app and the Golf Channel app. But the big stuff, they were on CBS. The big stuff was on NBC. And I'm like, dude, you want an antenna? I can hook you up with an antenna. Or another friend, he'd moved into a new place. He wasn't going to get his cable for like a week, because they had to wait for them to set it up. I'm like, here, grab an antenna, you hook it up in the bedroom, at least you have something, whether it's your backup. And this is what's great about it. You talk about the design. The design matters. I'm going to give you this end of the cord, because also the length of this, sorry guys, I'm going to stand up, matters as well. Because what they say is the antenna should not be right in front of your television, because you might get some interference. So the further away you can get, you can see it, pretty much a 10-foot cord.
They're usually 6 feet.
And that's just it. I can get closer to an outside wall. I can get closer to a window if I'd like. But please also notice, where's that white antenna? You can't tell, because I put the white side forward. Smart. Isn't it? I mean, because you could have black in your house, but boom. Or where is it if it's razor thin?
You can even, and remember this, you can cubby this away and hide it. You really can. All right, it's not that, it blends into the wall if your walls are white. If it's not, you can put it in a picture. You can do whatever you want to do with it.
It's actually funny. My mom's house, I'm gonna go behind you. So actually what we did is we have it over here. It's behind the curtain panel.
That's what I was gonna say.
In the window.
You can
and the thing is, you can't see it at all.
You can put it behind a picture.
It does its job. And that's where you gotta get it home for $20 and free shipping.
All right, so it was $39.99 was the price that we brought this in at. This is a special weekend. We know it's all your brands, all the fun things. We dropped the price by 50% and we're doing free shipping and handling. I said before, what's wonderful about shopping with us, if you put it in your house and you get 1 or 2 channels and you're not happy with that, return it.
Totally.
I have no issue with that. I don't want you to buy one thing and be mad at me because it didn't work. I want to just return it. It's funny because whenever I talk to customers and friends, they're like, how do you do that? You know, because it must be hard because you have all these different products at different price ranges. How do you fall in love with your product? And I said, everything is at a different price point. It depends on what you can afford. I said, I offer the lower price because I know not everybody can afford that. But I also think if it doesn't work for you, return it. It's just like when you shop in retail, only it's easier because you don't have to get in the car and drive the antenna back and argue with somebody. You just put it in the box and send it back.
And try it
but
out.
I'm telling you, I was shocked at the number of channels I got because I'm a pessimistic person when it comes to, because I work here and I see other channels and I'll look at other shopping channels. I'll be like, come on, give me a break. What are you talking about? Because I know when something's a little too far out, when somebody's going a little too crazy about something. I presented these a half dozen times and I was like, I have this TV. I got to see if it works.
Yeah.
I still have it there. It's an old Samsung. The TV's got to be 18 years old. And I still have it there and it still works.
And that's just it.
I mean, it's just like, I can't believe it. And I paid, like I said, I think I paid $40. I got a discount. I probably paid $30 or $40 for it. You're getting yours for $19.99, free shipping, and you don't have to buy any cable box.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying get rid of cable because maybe you love your cable, but you've got a TV in your bedroom, and you're like, I just want to watch the news. I just want to watch, something. I don't want to watch Jimmy Fallon. I want to do whatever you want. You can get those channels. You get ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox. I think you get Univision. I think you get PBS, and there's no bill. If you call the cable company and you say, hey, listen, I want to install cable in my bedroom, when you get your bill the next month, you're going to see another fee on there. And I don't know what you're paying for your cable. My cable is $200 a month. Now, I have a lot of different channels and all that stuff, and I love that. But I'm not paying for an extra box for that back room. I already got enough of a bill.
Right, and that's just it, and you can minimize what you're watching.
Yeah.
And so I plugged it in, and you see the TV back here. I just noticed we have the ABC Local News, we have 48 Hours, we have The Odd Couple.
Look at this.
I mean, we have old stuff, new stuff, Texas Walker Ranger, Bones, Chicago PD. And the thing is, it's stuff that we like, it's stuff that we've forgotten about, but more importantly, it's free content, free options. I noticed BBC America even popped up because it was on a PBS channel. I mean, the list, Dr. Phil, love Dr. Phil. Oh, Joan Rivers Clearance on QVC. I'm just saying.
Sweet.
And the thing is, whether it's QVC or HSN, those channels are out there, and you have to have a way to access them. For free is via an antenna. Antennas have really made a resurgence because people have cut the cords. They were streaming more, but then they realized, wait a second, I don't know the traffic. I don't know the weather. I want to be able to get more channels of local content or the big networks without, because ABC and NBC have an app, but to get the live stuff, you have to pay for that even.
Yeah.
It's out there for free, because remember, it's mandated that the government, that the broadcasters supply a free signal, because maybe you can't have cable, maybe you can't afford it, maybe it went down. It's out there, but you have an antenna. And normally when I've shared antennas before, the most affordable one was easily $40.
Yeah.
So this is half that price and more range. And the range matters. So like, I got my mom in the antenna system, and we connected it, we did the scan. She had CBS, ABC, Fox, PBS. She didn't have NBC, because the NBC affiliate in San Francisco is in San Jose. That's 50 miles away.
Yeah, yeah.
So her antenna was like a 30-mile range antenna, did not reach it. So we upgraded her. I've never offered one that we can literally say 120 miles of range. So now she can get NBC, which is 60 miles away, because it covers that. She could probably even get all the way up to Sacramento if she'd like, so she has even more options. And it's about having options. Because remember, you get it home, connect it to the television, do a scan. You might get 7, 10, 15 free channels. Reposition it, get it closer to an outer wall.
That's the fun part. You get more channels when you move it around.
Well, it's funny, you do the scan and you're like, wait a second, how many free channels?
With the rabbit ears, you had to move the rabbit ears. Remember, you'd have to go wait, like antenna, and then you'd have to bounce them in different directions. You just have to, because it was funny. I had it on one wall, it didn't work well. I moved it another wall, it was 100% different.
Right. Also,
for a lot of you that want to cut the cord, it's a great option for you. There's a lot of seniors out there that are on fixed incomes, okay, and can't afford $120 or $150 a month. This is an option for you. There are a lot of people that live 20, 30 miles outside of where, maybe there's cable's just impossible to get out there, or it's too expensive to have it installed. You can do that as well. Pretty sure this would work in an RV.
It would,
right?
sure. As long as it's
As long
that
as you got a
signal's out there
TV.
for free.
Right.
And you just plug it into the back, it'll always be working. How do you get a better signal? We're including that amplifier so you can plug it in to the cable and then to power. I do like the way this power cord is designed because a lot of TVs have a USB port right in the back. So I could plug it right into that USB port, but they're also including the brick if you want to plug it into a wall power. The cool part about it is that range. I like this design because, you know, maybe my living room is white, boom. It's right there. I have it in white as well, all in that one design. And real quick, because you mentioned it's the weekend of brands that we love, Core Innovations is a brand that is in 6,000 different retailers.
Yeah.
But normally they make electronics from tablets to antennas to computers for other retailers, putting their brand on it, their proprietary, you know, brand on it. Core Innovations came directly to us. So that's one reason why it's so affordable. I've never done an antenna that is at this price, this range, and for free shipping to try it out. Perfect time to grab it.
This is like a quarter of the price of what they normally are.
Yeah, easy.
And those were for 50, 60-mile range. This is double that. Now it gets to a point, like I said, where you get up in the 80, 90, 100. It doesn't matter, but you want to be above 50 miles.
Sure.
Because you want to be, because you know where those signals are being sent out is usually from an aerial in a city or a town. So you want, and a lot of people don't live that close, but most people live within 30 to 40 miles of where it's being transmitted. So this has you covered. Listen, it's 20 bucks. It's half price. It's free shipping and handling it. Just try it out. As I said before, if you're on the fence and you're thinking, well, what if it doesn't work? Just return it. I will guarantee you, it'll probably give you some channels, okay?
Definitely.
I can't tell you how many because I don't know where you live exactly. I know the closer you are to a big metropolitan, obviously you'll get more channels. You know, if you live out in the mountains and, you know, like I know we're in Vermont and I'm pretty sure the transmitters are in Bennington, which is about 19 miles away.
Okay.
So easily this will cover that, okay? Give it a shot. You got nothing to lose. You're gonna save money. If you have an extra TV or two that you don't want to put cable in, you're like, I don't need it there. I just want to watch the news. I want to watch the Tonight Show. I want to watch my programs. I want to watch sports. This is a perfect option for you. But get it on because that price won't last. Shipping and handling will come back. And you'll wind up paying probably 25 to 30% more for the same product. And we're giving you everything you need to get started.
And that's just it. It's one thing if you spent more money on it and you only got a few free channels, but you're spending 20 bucks to get those channels. Because I'll be honest with you, in even this HSN studio, we don't always get reception because it's concrete. We have electronic equipment. We have a lot of stuff going on. You will get something out of this for free in a nice, slick, dual color design, which is great, and from a great brand. But more importantly, it's the most affordable.
I know our clock went down. My producer is Rob. Rebecca is directing today, my wonderful team. They just told me, listen, we're really busy. We're gonna give you a little more time to grab it, but really the quickest way to get it, see that little box right down there? It's called a QR code. Thank you, Bill.
There we go.
It means quick response. So if you take your phone out and just turn on the camera and you hold it in front of that box right there, you'll see a little yellow line, locks in, takes you right to hsn.com and you can order it. Maybe you want to get this for your kids. Maybe you're like, what if your kids are in school and they don't have cable? Hello, I had a black and white TV with one antenna on it. They don't give you, you know, you got to pay if you want to get cable.
Yeah.
I didn't even have it. And that's where I was watching Spanish boxing on a TV that was a big tube TV. It was let's see, what year was it? It was the 80s.
I remember what.
I couldn't pay cable. My mother was giving me $10 a week for food. I'd go home, I'd do my laundry, she'd give me, here's 10 bucks. I'd buy pizza and beer, and that was it. That's all I had.
What more do you need? And you had free TV.
Antenna? They gave me the antenna.
Well, the TVs used to have the antennas. Remember on top?
I know. We're going back in time.
Now you can have it again.
All right, 1,200 already gone, guys. And
Only
we
show
have
the weekend,
hundreds of people ordering. Get these, you're gonna love it. Item number is 879991. All right, Bill is not going anywhere because our pick of the block is coming up. You wanna walk with me?
Let's do it.
Walk and talk with me, young Billius. Here we go. All right, so Bill and I presented many a camera for your home